What's up, guys? It's Uncle Freedom coming to you on another glorious and well-deserved day off from the middle of nowhere. Not really. I'm on a Ruck March. You know, I'd call it hiking, but for those of you that served in combat arms in the United States military, well, you're right. If you're hiking, it's incredibly hard to be in a bad mood or to, do any of those things because hiking is cathartic. It's great for your mental health. But the U.S. military will fuck that shit up with all kinds of weird things that make it worse. So, yeah, there's that. But what I'm doing today is actually the reason for the video. Several videos back, we're talking about handgun ammo. And I mentioned how the USAA about 50 fucking times. And the reality of that was I was actually thinking about USCCA, but I was doing fundraising for this. So yes, USAA is banking, home loans, insurance, but they also do fundraisers throughout the year. It could be a rowing challenge, a running challenge, a walking challenge, a biking challenge, swimming. This one is ruck marching. 50 miles, 50 pounds. That's what it is. We do our own little mini fundraisers, try to raise money. Those of you may have noticed it on the Instagram page. There's a link that goes to my fundraiser, enabling people to donate to it. I used to work for a 501c3. I was a social worker that rehoused homeless vets all across my state. And it was awesome. I did it all. I've helped you find a place to live, helped you find a job, got you into counseling, bought you everything from a bed to toilet paper to tampons, got your car fixed. It was great. It's amazing. I also helped co-found a Buddy Check organization, which connected veterans with other veterans in an effort to end veteran suicide. Because one of the reasons that happens a lot, and I've had this statement for a while because I've lost friends to this, which is the war is not over when the fighting stops. This fucking war has killed a lot of guys years after they left the military. Some of it is their brain can't deal with what they've seen or done. And sometimes it's as simple as they got home and nobody understood them and they were alone. It could also be the fact that they got out and had just finished hand receipting out $300,000 worth of fucking equipment. On just their word, they acted autonomously in high stress, high threat environments with power over life and death of another human being. And were trusted to make the right decision. And then they get out and they have a boss that's 8 years younger than they are, that the most dangerous thing he's ever done was tried to help his buddy out by hooking up with the ugly chick at the bar so his friend could hook up with the hot one. If they even had the gall to do that. We live in a world where people are freaked out, offended, babied, coddled, safe spaced into oblivion. I'm a firm believer in Jordan Peterson's deal, which is if you're going to be virtuous, you have to be dangerous, but you have to have that under voluntary control. Because if you're not capable of being dangerous and violent and scary, you're not virtuous, you're fucking harmless. So here's these guys that are virtuous people that were willing to sacrifice everything for other people, and they're being told by some 25-year-old punk that he doesn't care about his problems or whatever, and they feel alone, and then they end it. So this fundraiser is for stopping soldier suicide, and I'll do it again tomorrow. I do it again next week. It's a worthy cause. That's the reason I mentioned USAA about 50 times in that video, though. That's what I was fundraising for. Every little bit helps. That said, after talking to you good people, I went and checked out USCCA and read some fine print. And I started looking for a better option. Because I agree, it's not as clear-cut or as good as it should be. So, guys that have it, I start looking at other things. I've been looking at the US Law Shield, doing some research. So there you go, guys. That's what I'm out doing, having a good time, making some progress. putting some miles in. Had somebody ask me why I would do this. I'm like, well, because they can't anymore. So it's my job too. Even if I raise awareness and one person helps somebody else, it was worth it. So guys, I'm out for freedom. Take care of yourself, take care of each other. I'll see you soon.